Despite the tragic end of the character Tony Stark, portrayed by Robert Downey Jr. in Avengers: Endgame, there are several ways in which the actor could return to the role of Tony Stark in Marvel movies. Here's a possible theory. Welcome back to Nerd Insights, your daily news channel for the nerd world. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on to stay up to date with the latest news. Flashbacks are a common narrative tool in movies and TV shows, and Marvel films have previously used them to explore characters' histories. In the case of Tony Stark, there is a wealth of significant moments in his life that could be explored through flashbacks, providing further character development even after his death. These flashbacks could depict key events in Tony Stark's life that influenced his actions and journey as Iron Man. We could witness exciting moments such as the creation of the first suit, the construction of Stark Tower, his relationship with Pepper Potts, and even the formation of the Avengers. Additionally, archived footage could be used to show previously unseen situations that occurred during events in previous films, filling in gaps in the story and offering new insights into the character. Flashbacks and archive scenes. These flashback and archive scenes would not only expand Tony Stark's arc but also allow the audience to relive iconic and thrilling moments from Iron Man's journey in the MCU. They could be skillfully integrated into the main plot of the films, complementing the story and providing a greater understanding of the character. Furthermore, these flashback scenes could be used to develop and establish relationships with characters who had significant interactions with Tony Stark, such as Peter Parker/Spider-Man, James Rhodes/War Machine, and Natasha Romanoff/Black Widow. This would enable Tony Stark's legacy to continue playing an important role in the MCU even after his death. Multiverse and alternate realities. The introduction of the multiverse concept in the MCU through Loki and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness opens up numerous possibilities for exploring different versions of characters. Within this context, there could exist an alternate reality where Tony Stark is still alive. In this alternate timeline, Tony Stark may have faced different challenges and experienced entirely distinct events from what we know in the main MCU universe. This alternate version of Tony Stark could be brought into the main universe through events that cause a merger between different realities or through interdimensional travels carried out by other characters like Doctor Strange or Kang the Conqueror. This merging of alternate realities would allow Robert Downey Jr. to return to the role of Tony Stark while maintaining the same charisma and essence of the character we know. It would be an exciting opportunity to explore different aspects of his personality as well as new dynamics with other heroes and characters in the MCU. Additionally, this theory could be leveraged to introduce concepts like the Society of Safeguard, an organization dedicated to protecting the integrity of the multiverse and dealing with interdimensional threats. In this context, Tony Stark from an alternate reality could join forces with other key characters to face challenges that transcend the boundaries of time and space. However, it would be crucial for this approach to be well developed and not disregard the events and emotional impact of Tony Stark's death in the main universe. The reintroduction of the character would require a compelling explanation and carefully crafted narrative to ensure his return doesn't feel forced or diminish the significance of his death in Avengers: Endgame. Artificial intelligence and holograms. Tony Stark was known for his technological genius and his ability to create advanced technological solutions. One way to bring Tony Stark back would be through the use of artificial intelligence, AI, and holograms. One possibility would be creating a digital version of Tony Stark, where his consciousness and personality are transferred into an AI system. This type of approach has already been explored in the MCU with the EDITH system developed by Tony Stark in Spider-Man: Far From Home. Through AI, Tony Stark could interact with other characters and contribute to the film's narrative. This digital version of Tony Stark could be used as a virtual consultant for the Avengers or even as a guide for younger heroes like Spider-Man or the young team of the Young Avengers. This interaction could occur through advanced technological interfaces, holograms, or even more subtle ways, such as his voice presence through technological devices. Stark's holographic technology could also be used to create advanced holograms that replicate Tony Stark's appearance and personality. These holograms would be indistinguishable from the real Tony Stark and could physically interact with other characters. They could be projected in meetings, battles, or missions, giving the illusion that Tony Stark is present even after his physical death. However, it is important that the use of this technology is well integrated into the plot and narrative of the films to avoid appearing as an easy or exaggerated solution. Tony Stark's presence as an AI or hologram should serve a clear purpose within the story and offer significant development for other characters and the overall plot. Time travel or resurrection. Time travel. The possibility of time travel has already been explored in the MCU in Avengers, Endgame. In this approach, the heroes could discover a way to travel to the past and interact with events that occurred before Tony Stark's death. They could encounter a past version of Tony, at a moment before his sacrifice in Avengers, Endgame, and bring him back to the present. To justify this time travel, a convincing and significant reason would need to be established for rescuing Tony Stark. It could be an imminent threat that requires his presence, a solution to a global problem, or the need for his knowledge and experience to face a new threat. This approach would allow Robert Downey Jr. to reprise his role as Tony Stark but as a younger version with a fresh perspective. Resurrection through advanced technology. In the Marvel Universe, there are advanced technologies and powerful artifacts that could enable the resurrection of Tony Stark. There could be a quest through scientific research and technological discoveries to find a way to bring Tony Stark back to life. One possibility would be the use of advanced nanotechnology, similar to what was seen in Iron Man's suits. It could involve developing a way to reconstruct Tony Stark's body based on his genetic data and memories stored in AI systems, bringing him back to life. This approach would physically bring Tony Stark back, but with some alterations or technological enhancements to his body. Another option would involve the use of powerful artifacts like the Soul Stone or some other item with resurrection capabilities. These artifacts could require an epic and perilous quest, involving the heroes on a mission to gather the necessary elements to bring Tony Stark back. However, it is crucial that any approach involving time travel or resurrection is carefully crafted and justified within the plot to avoid diminishing the emotional impact of Tony Stark's death in Avengers, Endgame. Tony Stark's return must serve a significant purpose in the narrative and act as a catalyst for the development of other characters and the overall story. Are you excited to see Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man return to the MCU? Then comment below on other ways he could come back to the Marvel films. Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a like to help spread the news. Take care, and until next time.